Okay, let's get this party going. Get my little preview up. There we go, so I can see myself now. See the health of the stream. I have been a busy bee. Don't mind my sweat towel, I just finished exercising. Whew, I have been a busy bee. New mechanic. A main interface screen. Yeah, I just gotta keep polishing this, I think. But I also want to connect it to the main interface. But I also want to make this a little more fun. I have a way I can make it devious. Don't know if that would be fun though. If I made it so like if you backtracked, it would unselect everything previous to it. But then that's designing puzzles, and I don't like designing puzzles. It's not my style, so I know I should avoid that. I'm tempted to because I think I could do it, but then I try and then I can't because designing puzzles are really hard. So I don't think I need to make this like more like a puzzle. I think it just needs to be like busy work that's satisfying, like satisfying busy work. How do I do that? Let's try redesigning the level and just see how it can work. Okay. Let's just delete all this. Go to objects, advertise. There we go. Let's design it very simple. So like, what happens if I'm like, do like a very simple figure eight pattern. Let's make this a little bigger. And then the corners go here, 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 here. And the drone can start, I don't know, anywhere. So let's see how that feels. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to remove the outside corners. Yeah, it feels like I'm doing less of a trick. I need to put on deodorant or something. Yeesh. I just got done with a bike ride. Maybe I should shower instead of stream. There's some yard work I want to do. Yeah, so like it feels good if it's simple enough. Then it feels like you're not being tricked. Right? So if you decide to go all the way around, you just need to go back and do one more. All right, so we need to add instructions, and we need to design like a series of these. I think. Right? And then like when do we know when it's done? When do we know when it's done? So if we select into these rooms from the interface, let's open the interface. So say like I go down one more and it says like get clients, find clients, right? I guess I could have more than one mini game. Let's say find clients, and then like this would be called like this would be called uh like putting up doorknob hangs or pamphlets on stuff. And so that's how you'd get the context. Well, that's context. I want instructions down here, right? So let's put instructions up. The HUD for messages had like a good break, right? Oh, HUD messages. It was like O messages was drawing that. There we go. Bar that separates the messages from the replies and typing. Okay, so I'm gonna go copy. And I'm just gonna go over to OHUD. Let's do, yeah, there we are. OHUD advertise. See what that looks like. Looks good. Then you can have the instructions here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I want to be able to see this on the screen so I know how much room I have. So how am I going to do that? I think I need to find out exactly. Okay, this is what being drawn with. That means nothing to me. Let's go. This is how I find out. Let's go to house and just like pick a random. There we go. Oh, it's actually kind of good. So it's being drawn above that. Make it even a little higher, probably. Right? So it could be like here. So I need something visual to denote, not to go here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just create a new object, give it a sprite. It's a random sprite block. And in that block, we do this. Draw text would be the X, the Y would be Y. Then I go over here. Oh, I didn't name that. Let's call this O advertise border. Then I go here. There we go. Just so I know I never go lower than that. Or I could even go like that, a little higher. There we go. So now we have the instructions can be down here. Yes. And the instructions can say, actually, I could just put it, not border, let's call this O advertise instructions. And then I can draw the instructions too. What's this? Okay. So this is where the instructions will be. Right? And then I can do this middle center, draw set H align far left. And then we'll do draw text. There we go. And the text will start at, I don't know, like 5, say 10. Y is Y plus 10. String instructions. Separation. Has separation been 9 thus far? I keep forgetting what my default separation is. Let's go over to messages. Sep. Oh, I just do this. String height M. Or I just do -1, right? Just do the default. Width, I'll have it be, it's 10 over, then the width should definitely not be more than 285. Instructions, there we go. Should I have music? I'm gonna take off my headphones. Instructions. Okay, so what instructions am I gonna put? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Just do a create event and say text equals, just call this text. All right, what are the instructions going to say? The instructions are going to say, what? What do I want the player to do? I want the player to, I want it to give like narrative context. Move the pamphlet advertisement. What's another word for that? Move the add mailer drone. This needs a better name. Uh, add the move the mail delivery drone. Move the mail delivery drone. Past. All homes. Move the mail delivery drone past all the homes. Move the drone past all the homes, and it rhymes, to deliver advertisements, to deposit, to attach advertisements to their doors. Freaking hang out. Hold on. I should sigh when I stand up. It makes me sound old. I was stinking from my bike ride, so I just put on some more deodorant. I just could not stand the smell of my own BO. I should shower, but I have mail work to do. Mail work, because I'm saying mail. Some yard work to do, which is funny given the game that I'm making. Move the drone past all the homes to attach advertisements to their doors. What does that look like? Oh, yeah, so this needs to be different orientation. What happens if I do this? Top. Yeah. Move the drone past all the homes to attach advertisements to their doors. And the color needs to be prime for legibility. All right, move the drone past all the homes to attach advertisements to their doors. Yeah, that's all the narrative context we need. Right? Should I reward the player for doing the fewest number of movements? But then how would I know what were the fewest number of movements? I just have my wife do it because she's good at puzzles. All right, so what's the fewest number of movements for this one? Let's try it. What could I call a movement in the game to like reward the player to like think about their route? It could be, and I could have it like over in the HUD. Or I could raise this up and put it down here. Moves? I think moves as a noun works, right? So let's move this higher. Let's see if that gives me a little bit more space. Thing is, I don't need these instructions after the player kind of gets it. Move the drone past all the homes to attach advertisements to their doors. And then I could say down here, moves. Well, maybe that's how, actually, that's a mechanic idea. As I'm going through several of these, I could have a total number of drone moves. Ooh, I like that idea. Uh, drone moves remaining. Actually, I could put it right there. Okay. Because I don't even care if this is higher, even, because I have all the space to work with. Drone moves remaining. So first, how much space does that give me? Right? Does it have to be a global variable? I think for simplicity, it has to be a global variable. Let's go to initialize game. Let's go to useful variable. Let's see. Messages. Colors, resolution, game and screen effects. Call it progress. I don't care. Let's just call a region upgrades and region and say global dot add drone moves max. Let's see. Let's say you have, I don't know, 30. Global dot add drone moves equals 0. Then that will get bumped up when you select into it. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe, and you can only do it like once per day. That's nice. I like that. I like where this is going. All right, so for now, just to test it, we can say, well, where do I want it? I want it above the instructions. Yeah, I want it above the instructions. Draw, this is centered already. So we can say draw text 150 y plus 10, and this would be y plus 20. And this string would be drone moves remaining. Plus string global dot add drone moves. So it should say 0 now. Let's get raw set font f default. Let's get the separation sep equals string get no height string height m. Sep. And then I can do this plus step plus set times 2. That should space it out properly. There we go. Might want to move this up slightly. Let's do set times 3. Let's change this to here. Plus oh, something's up. Oh, that's what's up. There we go. 0 moves remaining. Move the drone past all the homes. Past all homes. To deliver ads. All right, now when we start, okay, so this is where I need to add a button to the interface so it can set how many. Yeah, so let's do that. So go to interface, create a new button called interface button advertise. This will be button number 2. This will be called find clients. And then let's declare this global variable. It's just called interface button stored. Yeah, it's just that. I don't need a new variable. Equals my button number. Good. Room, go to my room, which would be our advertise. And now we need to open our interface and add this button. Let's add it right there. And then we need to go to OControl interface and add button to that menu. Oh, and then we need to go to initialize game and have it start on the proper room. Yep. Oh yeah, and then I need to remove the action. Yeah, that's all good here. Don't need to draw that anymore. There we go. Okay. And now in this, it'll say, it'll need to be a variable that tells us we can only do this once a day, but I can figure that out later when I have the day system working, which might be the next thing I make. See, function action. It'd be global.add drone moves equals global.add drone moves max. And then for advertised drone, calculate movement. This is where it would get reduced. I would say global.add drone moves. Oh yeah. If global dot is greater than 0, oh yeah, I should do this. Calculate movement. If global.add drone moves is greater than 0, then you're allowed to move. Minus. I'll have to stress test this for 2 inputs. Because this might put it below 0 because these are, yeah, this is not going to work. I need to place only 1 and it has to be in the right spot. Should be easy. So 1 move input per step event. Call it move decided. Move decided equals false. That's what I can do. Move decided equals true. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll add a check to make sure there's only 1 move per step event. And we'll do that by going up here and be like, if right, and move decided is false. Yeah. See if I've broken anything first. Always check to see if you break things. Okay. I haven't broke. Oh, then I have to reset that variable, don't I? Move decided is true, and then we need to set move decided to be false again, which I can do down here. Equals false. Actually, I can do it at the top. And actually, this doesn't need to be a declared variable. It can be var move decided equals false. Because this gets refreshed every frame, so. Oh. Forgot about that one. Chadunk. Dump. Dum. Okay, let's see if we broke anything. Go down to find clients. Okay. Because I don't want to be able to do more than one move per frame. Okay. And then we can say if add drone moves is greater than 0, and then I can say down here, if move decided, meaning move happened, if we can just do this, I think. I don't think it'll let me move if it gets to 0. Let's try this. So 15, so this should be 14. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I need to declare this variable out here. There we go. Let's try that again. Find clients, move the drone past all the homes to deliver ads. I might remove the period there, or to deliver advertisements. And then it won't let me move. Beautiful. Oh, excuse me. Change this. Advertisements. I should start spell checking my stuff as I'm writing it. Spell check. Yep. Yeah, that's feeling good. That's feeling really good. So it's not a puzzle. It's just what it is. You can waste moves. It's not really going to punish you. Well, yeah, and then that's it. And it makes sense. Move the drone past all the homes to deliver advertisements. Right, past all homes. I can also say down all streets. No. It's the homes. And then when it gets to 0, what happens when it gets to 0, Sky? I'm fine putting it down here. Check if all homes are cleared. New region. Regions, call this region and advertisement run. And region. So this would be if global.add drone moves is 0, then for now I can just like kick us back to the interface. I could also change the instructions. Let's move this over to instructions. Text end equals what? Text equals text end to inform the player that like no more moves remaining. I tell you can continue on the next day. I can say that also. Excuse me. No more drone moves remaining. Drone moves refresh each day. No. Return another day. How do I explain this? I need to make this simple. All the instructions sort of built in. Today's drone moves are spent. Return tomorrow. We could try that. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so let's use up our drone moves. And then I can start designing new neighborhoods. Today's drone moves are spent. Return tomorrow to continue advertising. And then I can just back out, but I can back out anytime. Yeah, let's make it so I can back out anytime. And then change these instructions also. What? Yeah, so it is in control. Okay, so canceling. So this needs an O control. O control advertise. Does this get created in the room code here? Room messages. O control messages. Yes. O control and room. Oh yeah, I need to change this. Room advertise. Room advertise. This handles, I don't need an instruction. It's a no control object. Advertise. And then let's Yeah, canceling. Bar back, if back. Just go back here. Don't need any scrolling at all. There's no buttons I have to worry about. Just get rid of the create event. Yeah, that's the only thing I need. So let's try that. Go here and I can back out. And then the correct button is highlighted. But I could also add a little indicator like with messages that there's stuff to do. But I can go in, spend some, and then go back out. Let's see. I think everything works. So I'm yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if I spent okay, so there's 26 moves remaining. Oh, that refreshes it. Right. So I need to make it so button advertise. This doesn't refresh that. So I'll just go over here and have something else refresh it. Go here, so I spent some moves. I can back out. Yeah, remembers. So if I spend the rest, return tomorrow to continue advertising. Yeah. I like that a lot. And that can just be, I can have a little notification here that there's stuff to do when it's a new day. So it reminds the player, hey, you can find clients. There's things to do to find clients. Question is, do I want any other mini games? So this is the passing advertisements mini game. I could actually have other mini games too that unlock as the game progresses, but I don't need to worry about that now. I need to get the simple game loop going, and then as I'm building the game, I can add other things. Yes. Move the drone past all homes to deliver advertisements. Should this be centered? What does it look like if it's centered? Will it look more elegant that way? Let's see. Center. And then it won't be 10, it would be 150. That actually does look a little more elegant than what happens with the other text. Oh, today's drone moves are spent. Return tomorrow to continue. And that can be a new line. And okay, let's see. Return tomorrow to continue advertising. Ugh. To continue deliveries. Can I make that wider? Can I make that text wider? I think I can. Will it work if I make this 290? I just want to be able to fit those on 2 lines and make it look elegant. So to continue. To deliver more. That might fit. Yeah. Today's drone moves are spent. Return tomorrow to deliver more. Yeah. But now I need a system where it has different like neighborhoods and it like changes randomly. So I need to create a bunch of different rooms. These will all be the simple kind. And I also want to be spawned on a random. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, 2 things. Notes. Notes. I want the spawn delivery drone on random corner. Also, make a bunch of neighborhoods to deliver to. Okay, so we'll do things in that order. Let's change the spawn. Clear this up. Okay, so how do I want this? Right now, the drone is spawning wherever I place it. So let's first remove that. And let's move this to be centered. Is this centered? 160, 150. This is centered. So this can be moved over 1. This also tells me where things are centered wise. Okay. So, advertise control. This can just be a step event. This doesn't have to be a begin step event. Step. Well, input should take priority. Region spawn delivery drone. And region. And let's make sure I don't break the game accidentally. If instance exists, advertise corner, then I need to get all of them stored. Let's see, how did I do this in my other games? I've done this before. I just got to remember the code to do it. It's very simple. I need to find out how many there are. And let's actually create drone spawned false. So this happens in 1 frame. If drone spawned as false, and then here would be var count equals instance number O advertise corner. Let me make sure I'm using this function correctly. Returns a real number. Okay. So this just gets me a number of corners. Okay, now I need to run through those. What are my instance functions? Instance, change, activate, create, deactivate, destroy, exists, find. I think instance find is the function I need. Oh. Returns the number of instances to find. The object, okay. Instance list. Great. So the maximum value for n would be -1. Okay. -1. Can always change that. Let's just run through this. Instance find. Need a for loop here. For count equals for bar count, and then oh no, I need this to be different. Here we go. So this would be just var I, just random number, equals 0. If I is less than count, I plus. Then what do I want it to do? Object would be O advertise corner. The number would be I. Let's call this it just needs to find a random. Okay. Yeah. How do I do this guy? I can remember. Need to just store it. Maybe I don't need a for loop. Maybe what I need is just random. Var random equals I random range 0 to count. Then this would be random. Var spawn location equals this. Yes. And then it would be instance create layer spawn location X. Make this simple. Var X equals spawn location dot X. Var Y equals spawn location dot Y. And this would be X, Y, instances, O, advertise drone. And then drone spawned equals true. All right, let's see how we crash our game. Hi, Lone. This is a, sorry for not seeing your comment. This is a lawn mowing game. You mow lawns. Basically, that's the simple version of it. You interact with loved ones with messages, you find clients, and you mow lawns. So let me show you what that looks like. I have to read all the messages before the game allows me to mow lawns. So let's get through that. Yeah, come on. Neil is writing. Neil is writing. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Then I can go mow, and this is the mowing mechanic. Turn on my mower blade, increase my speed. And the ones represent grass, and if it's grass that needs to be that's really long, it has a higher number, and you have to go over it more than once. I can actually increase the speed to 2 and be pretty comfortable. And over here, the asterisks are hazards. So if your blade is on, it'll like damage your mower. So if I ever want to cross this, I have to turn off my blade to cross this. But my blade is on right now. I just have the room restart. So that's what it is. So right now I'm working on a mechanic to find clients. And so mini games to find clients. So this is the first mini game, which is delivering advertisements on people's doors or at people's homes. Move the drone past all homes to deliver advertisements. So I just want to make sure it is being spawned at a random location. It's not going to break my game. And one of the conceits of this game is all of the game's visuals are created using characters from a specific font called Pixel Emulator by Neil Davidson. So everything in the game is made with all the graphics visuals you see are that. So they're actually either actual characters like an X or an O, or they're an amalgamation of characters sort of cobbled together to create graphics. Yeah, so it's going to be very sort of ANSI art inspired. Very limited color palette. There's a top color, an alternative color that's darker, another alternative color that's even darker, and then the background color. So there's a background color and then 3 useful colors that I can use. Right now I'm just having the game randomly generate those colors, that color theme or the hue. But I'll have the player be able to adjust it, and also I'll have like color schemes unlock as you play the game, which would be kind of fun, I think. So that's the game. Hopefully, if you have other questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to talk about this and explain it. But right now I'm prototyping. I'm just seeing if the game is possible to be made. If it's not possible to be made, I'll scrap the project. So the way you prototype a game is to implement all the basic mechanics you need to make the game work and see if it feels good and see if you can make the game. But that's what I'm doing. If I'm prototyping almost every day. And if I come to a point where I feel like there's something I can't do, I don't have the skills to do, or if I do it and it's necessary but it's not engaging or interesting, then I won't be able to make this game. But thus far, things are going good. Yeah. So I'm randomly spawning. The drone is randomly spawning correctly at every location, right? So that corner, that okay there in the top right corner. Does it spawn at the top right corner ever? Yeah, it does. Okay, so the random spawn location is working. Now let's clear that note. Make a bunch of neighborhoods to deliver to. Okay, so this is the next thing I need to make work. For this project, I need new neighborhoods. So like every time you clear a neighborhood, it just doesn't repeat, it loads up a different one. Yes. And I can do it. I'm kind of inspired by the puzzle rush on chess.com that when you finish a puzzle, it immediately goes to the next puzzle. Uh, so I like the idea of, but it also slowly increases in difficulty. So I need a series of beginner neighborhoods, and then after you clear so many, it goes to like the next level, next level, next level. That's what I need to do. So that's the mechanic I need to do. So I should make at least 2 neighborhoods for each difficulty level, and then make it so after a certain number of neighborhoods are cleared, you move up to the next difficulty level. And then as you unlock more moves, as you upgrade and progress in the game, you get to higher, you're able to get to the higher difficulty neighborhoods. I get to answer your question, Lone. I guess not every game needs a prototyping phase. I think most games do. You have to prove to yourself that you can make the game. So you just get a rough version of the game working. So that's my goal right now. I want to get the game loop, the daily game loop. So in this game, you play like in Stardew Valley, there's days, right? So I want to get the day loop working, right? You recruit clients, you read and respond to messages, you mow clients' lawns, and you just do certain things. And then when you're done with the day, you end the day and you sort of restarts the game loop. So if I can get that game loop feeling good, then I think this game can be made. But that loop has to feel satisfying and interesting to me. Pull new rooms. Okay, so rooms. I need rooms. So this is just called R advertise. So that's not going to work. But I can call it R advertise and then a number, and then use asset get index function to go to each ones. And then each difficulty level can have a number associated with it. So for now, let's rename this room to R advertise. See, the basic difficulty level would be 0. So the first number is the difficulty level. And then the next number, and it could be multiple digits, would be the number in the room. So this would be room 00, right? Actually, let's change this to like 03 because I can think of a lot of simpler room ideas. So let's open up 0. Oh, it's a horrible name. Open up 00 and make this much simpler. Much simpler. Let's make this, well, let's make it empty for now. And then, and actually, yeah, let's make it empty. But I want to be able to center things. So I'm going to have objects, advertise, corner. I'm going to put it, so this is 150. And then in between, what's this? This is 190. In between 190 and 0, where's my phone? 190 divided by 2 is, so 90 would get to 180. 95 would get to 190. So 95 is half. So this needs to be at 95. That's centered between the instructions and this, and I'll see if that looks good. And so I will duplicate this because that's going to be my base room. So this will be R advertise 01, R advertise 02. Let's delete this. Yeah, let's have like 3 simple rooms. Oh, my advice for learning game development, one is just follow YouTube tutorials, for the engine that you want to work in. I like GameMaker, and personally, I think it's just a better engine, a more complete engine. I think Godot will be a much better engine soon, in a few years maybe. But a lot of people start with Godot or Unity. I think if you're starting in games, you have to go simpler. Like don't try to make things big and complex. Like try to make a single level game that works quickly, and start putting out games like that just on like your itch.io page and get sort of comfortable making games and publishing games. And that's how you get started. You follow a few tutorials, you make something really simple, and you just get that stuff going. My personal piece of advice is to follow my tutorials on my YouTube channel. I'm updating them this summer, but you can go to my videos and look at the tutorials for GameMaker. And just start making games. Follow tutorials and start coming up with your own ideas and start making games. Uh, yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. That's what I did. I just started making games. But it's also important to have a creative voice. You can't just make games because games equal cool, games equal a hustle you can make a lot of money with. Like, do you enjoy game mechanics? Do you enjoy design? Like, is that something you enjoy? If so, do you have ideas? Do you have a creative voice? Like, if you want a game idea, are you like going to museums and listening to esoteric music and getting inspired by things? So you're not just like, I'm making an action platformer, or, I'm making like a puzzle game and it's just like the most boring shit, uh, repetitive games, trash. To actually come up with something new or interesting, you need to have a creative voice. So that's perhaps another piece of advice I would give is uh, find your creative, find some creative voices, some things you want to express. Write some poems, write some songs, do some art. Uh, if you want to express it through game design, great. Yeah, so good luck. Good luck. Just start learning. Follow YouTube tutorials. Start learning, start making. Don't have a big game idea that you're wanting to go for. Like create 20 games that are simple and short and you can make in a week before, and then you can start prototyping bigger ideas. Don't be like, okay, my first game is going to be like this thing. No, forget that. Make a lot of small things, and then when you've built up your creative confidence, then you can make something a little bigger, right? Instead of a game that takes 2 minutes to play and that's interesting for 2 minutes and it's engaging for 2 minutes, maybe after making 10 or 20 games, you'll make a game that's interesting for 5 minutes or interesting or engaging for 10 minutes, and sort of expand the scope of your game slowly. But don't waste your time making a big project when you're just learning. Make a lot, and that's the beauty of like going to school or university for these kind of things, is that that's basically what assignments are. But you don't need to go to university for this. Make your own assignments. Assignment number 1, make an engaging game that takes 2 minutes to play and it's published on your itch.io page. That's great. So you have like an interest in expressing yourself creatively. Great. Create an itch.io page, and start putting out little 1 minute, 2 minute game experiences. Just start small. Maybe that's the piece of advice. Start small. Smaller. It'll get you into it. And then slowly you'll figure things out. I'm gonna rooms. I should create a group here. Add add advertise rooms, and then I can put that in there. And then in here, I could create a group called level 1 or difficulty 0. And these would all go in there. And then I could have like a different group for difficulty 1. So let's create a group. difficulty 1. Let's create these really quick. Actually, no, let's just create the room names really quick. So this would be 1, 0. And it would be 1, 1. And it'd be 1, 2. And let's create a new group called difficulty 2. Duplicate this. 2, 0. 2, 1, and then 2, 2. So this is enough difficulty levels to let me know like what's going on. You decided to go pretty hard, entering a game jam with 0 experience. Good luck with that. I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake. You should not be putting that sort of pressure on yourself. You should like follow some tutorials, make some simple games, get things out. Following a tutorial for like a game jam is, in my opinion, unethical, even if you're adjusting the mechanics and changing the art assets. The idea of a game jam is that you're making something yourself. So, I mean, good luck. Good luck. Good luck to you. All right, advertise. Yeah, no kidding. Sounds stressful. I do game jams sometimes, but I do them with my students, so it's not stressful. And I only do them if I'm feeling like I have enough free time and I'm feeling good. I just want like a little marker here to tell me that this is the center. What do I do? Just want like a little, it's a little thing to tell me. And it'll delete itself. I think I need it. So I'm going to create an object and a different sprite just to help me design these levels. Let's call this, advertise center. Edit image. And let's just say line. Oh, let's create a line here. Beautiful. Middle center. Beautiful. So I'm going to replace advertise, create a new object. Advertise center. This is so funny. Create an object just to help me design levels. And so this is 150.95. So I'm going to just go 150.95. And then have this object destroy itself when it's created. Instance destroy. And not visible. So you'll never see it when you're playing the game. And I can just leave that there. Okay, and in fact, I'm going to create a new instance layer just for that. Let's call this center. And this can be what? That was 10 by 10, or was 5 by 5. And let's move it over to the center. 150.95. Okay. Then back to instances. Now design my levels. Okay, so I need houses. Where do I start? Oh yeah, this is the simplest level, so it should be like really, really simple, like simple circles, simple lines. Let's do really, really simple. So let's do it so it's like It's like a simple line. But I need like a corner, right? Let's make it a little bigger. And I want to be able to show too big sky. It needs to be visually very simple. Here we go. There's nothing simpler than this. Is there? Can I make this simpler? I kind of want to make it simpler, so let's make it smaller for one. And then, yeah. So let's place this on the center. Beautiful. And then I can have different iterations of this U-shaped design. Corner, 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 oh, corner. And I actually want to change this to be semi-transparent so I can see if I'm ever overlapping. And then I also want to have some borders. Around here. There we go. That helps me design a little better. All right, so this is the first one. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7. Okay. And let's iterate on this. Let's open rooms. Let's open this one. Create that same center. Ten by 10. Oh, moly, hold on. It's 5 by 5. Then in instances, I can get rid of that. All right, so now let's, so this is, so the opposite would be 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. And then how many on the left would be just 2? And then corner. Very good. And then lastly, this one, create a new instances layer, call it center, set the grid to be 5 by 5. Then under the center, so this is left, right. Now I need up, down. So let's do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple way to get different iterations is just to rotate things. They're just visually different, mechanically a little different. Gives you a lot of different things to do. And let's actually do one more. Let's duplicate. I'm going to have to delete these. I'll worry about that in a sec. I just want to get this basically working with the random rooms. Let's duplicate this. Make it advertise room 3. Oh, yeah. That's what Control A does. So it could be 2 on the bottom. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. Oh, and also here. Corner. Okay, so I got 4 little mini neighborhoods in the most basic difficulty group. I can add a whole lot more though. I have a lot of ideas of how I can keep things nice and simple. But I think for the beginner difficulty group, it would all be no repeat lines. You can just do it in just a single path. So now I need to go to does this need to be a global variable about like where you're at the day in terms of the difficulty level? Yeah, it does. Open up scripts, initialize game. So this is drone moves. Let's change this from upgrades to just useful variables. Yeah, this is something you upgrade. Declare after upgrade variables. Let's call this global dot add drone level difficulty equals 0. And then add drone difficulty max. I'm going to say right now, it'll be just 0. Because I just want to keep it at that one level. And we go to advertise. And we go to our function. And we go to, we need to like randomly find the room we want to go to. Actually, yeah. Just do it right here before it declares my room. This can be global.add drone difficulty. That's the variable we want to work with. So asset get index r advertise plus string drone difficulty. Var d equals this. Var r for random equals string my random range of 0 to 2. It's got to remember to change this to be like whatever number is in each difficulty. I'd hope there'd be like 20 in each difficulty, but I'll get to that later. Plus R. So this is the room. My room. And then I need to do something similar here. My room equals R advertise 0, 0, just to declare it. So there's no bugs. No, Lone, I don't think GameMaker is okay. I think GameMaker is the best 2D game engine. That's the but each game engine has its strengths and weaknesses. If your game is meant to be sort of a flat two-dimensional experience, I can't think of a better game engine. Like other game engines allow you to do that, but since this is so focused on it, it just streamlines the workflow. You can make games fast because you don't have to worry about anything else. Godot has its strengths and weaknesses. Unity has its strengths and weaknesses. Unreal has its strengths and weaknesses. All the game engines have strengths and weaknesses. I really like GameMaker for what I do. So first, let's see if this works. Oh, my controller turned off. Turn it back on. Okay, so it does move me to a room. Great. Now I need to go to... I think I want to move this to control. Yeah, let's actually move this to advertise control step event. Yeah. And instead of room restart, it'll just go to a new room, right? So for that, I would just, oh, yeah, do this. Then this would be var next room. Room, go to next room. Our next room equals our advertise 0, 0. What am I doing wrong here? And then, oh yeah. Just to get rid of the little squiggly lines. We'll have something adjust this later. Okay, let's see if I broke my game. Oh, I forgot I need to remove the corners. I need to remove the corners. Rooms, where are you? Where are you, rooms? Forgot that can't have outside corners. Oh. Or else it does not work. Now here we go. Dead Cells Hollow Knight, like a type of Dead Cells game or a type of Hollow Knight. Yes. So let's look at this. Look at this. So Dead Cells Hollow Knight. Let's see. Hollow Knight game engine. What was made in Unity? Yeah, and I bet Dead Cells was also made. Dead Cells was made by a different engine. Heaps engine. Mature cross-platform graphics engine designed for high-performance games to leverage modern GPUs commonly available. So yeah, this is for more graphically intense games. Yeah. Yeah, so Dead Cells graphically, like in terms of the visuals, are too complex for GameMaker because it uses in Dead Cells there are 3D accelerated graphics in that game, and GameMaker doesn't do that well, or does it at all? And Unity for Hollow Knight. I mean, you could make a game like Hollow Knight in GameMaker. Like, I think it also is using visuals or graphics that are 3D accelerated. Also, I think last time I played Hollow Knight, I'm trying to think, but think for like GameMaker, you got to think of like games made with GameMaker. You got to think of games like Spelunky, Hotline Miami, Hyperlight Drifter, you know, UFO 50 was made in Game Maker. Katana Zero, Risk of Rain, Deltarune. Oh, Undertale. Undertale was made in Game Maker. Right. Gods Will Be Watching. Let's see. So that gives you like an idea. Less graphically intense, quick workflow. Yeah, I agree. That's a pretty good game engine for that. So yeah, when you're starting out with making games, Game Maker is great for that. Did I do this correctly? Did I even test it? I just started talking about game engines. Oh, and I can't have... Oh, that's what I was doing. I was fixing my level design. I also can't have... Yeah, no outside corner blocks, and that includes these little fellas. Oh, instances. Or else the game won't be able to progress. There we go. Why didn't that move? Oh, 0 moves. Okay. Let's try that again. There was like a lost input there. I'm wondering if it's a game issue or just... Yeah, so I already see an issue with this level design for the simple things. I think they have to be circles. Because I forgot that you're being spawned randomly to a random corner. So let's open up this instances house. So this can be just like the horizontal one, and then this I can get rid of. This I can rename to 1. And this one I can add this, get rid of that. So yeah, we need other simple ones now. So I got like simple little loop for the simple ones. Oh, I got the system working. I shouldn't be like focusing on level design. Let's just make like one more and then work on like the difficulty progression. So let's delete that. So I have loops. What else can I have? I can have really, really simple sky. Think of simple. Just like different iterations of loops. How can I iterate different iterations of loops? Maybe that's all it needs. Maybe the most basic level is that. Then I can get to other difficulties. So now let's create... Oh, okay, so I'm not going to have uniform numbers of... Yeah, that makes sense. So I need to change something. 2, 0, let's move this over. Oh, not 2, 0, this would be difficulty 1, 0. There we go. And this. I could just copy and paste. That would be like a sketchy way to do it, but my game's so small, I don't care about size really. Okay, that's not an elegant solution. We have a... Okay, Sky, think of a more elegant solution. Make a script. Yeah, just put a script for this. Yeah, okay, scripts. Create script. Let's call this random add drone room. Return next room. And yeah. And I can just do chunk. Then up here, I can do something similar. My room equals... Okay, let's see if I've broken my game, or I keep adding things. Oh. Invalid reference to room. Oh yeah, because I only have... Yeah, makes sense. Let me just change that number. So right now I only have 2 rooms. So... just make sure it's working. I guess I could have like different sizes. Yeah, I could have like different sizes. And then I can just copy them. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make it simple. Let's do like a total number of rooms to be like 10 per difficulty. 0 to 9. Okay, it's pretty simple. Explaining about itch.io, itch.io is a great resource for you, is what it is. It's a game publishing platform. It specializes in games you can play in your browser, but there's also games you can download and play. There's game demos here. There's a lot of game jams that are hosted on itch.io. There's also game assets or other things you can download from itch.io. So for instance, in my most recent game, Snapshot Spirit Live, I use a sprite sheet that I purchased from itch.io. A lot of stuff is free. There's also like a lot of games that are like pay what you want or free. And there's some things you can just pay money for. So for instance, if you go to like my page, like this is a game you can make if you follow one of my tutorials. So maybe play Robot Pyromaniac, and if you want to learn how to make this game in GameMaker or this game in GameMaker, you can follow those tutorials. This was a very early version of the current game I'm trying to prototype that I just threw up here as a demo. This is the Game Jam game. Yeah, and then you create an account and you can publish games once you learn how to create web-based games or what have you. Excuse me. Yeah, let's make sure there's like 9 of these. for the system sky, just make it. For this, you'll change it later. I'll change it later. Just get the system working. Okay, so let's work on that first. Get the system working so you gradually move up in difficulty levels as you play. So if difficulty 0 is just circles or simple loops, then difficulty 1 would be sort of multi-turn loops. So there's like figure eights and other things. Let's do, it's the center, right? I can always move things to center. I can just design it and then move it over. Just design it, Sky. Just design it. Just go. Okay. What would I do with figure eight? I would do. So this is going to be a basic sort of figure eight. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then move this over to the center. Right, get rid of the outside corners. And then put in the location markers. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then do another one. Same thing, 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of the outside corners. See, more complicated arrangements are what I'm excited for, but these more simple versions are what teach the player that it's okay to backtrack. It's not like a puzzle. You just like go ahead and just do it. And so like I could have like a full like neighborhood up here. I could even have the camera track where you're going, but let's just keep things simple. That looks good. Okay, and then what would difficulty 2, 0. Difficulty 2 would be what? What would difficulty 2 be? So there's like just simple loops, figure eight, simple turns. Just like slightly more complicated, I think. So let's delete that and do something like this is the street. Oh, this is the street. Right. But then you can choose to turn there or here. Right? Yeah, I like that. Very simple. Keeping it simple. Just a couple of basics. Very good. Move this over. Where does it look like it's centered is the question. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So somewhere around here, but it's weighted heavier on the right side. Let's do something like that. That looks good. All right, in the corner. Oh yeah, also get rid of the outside corner is gone. And then the turns. Right, and then I try to be helpful. Thank you for asking your questions. Another sort of simple very simple. We could have it so just oh, have it right, and then it turn here if people want. Is this too much like difficulty 1? No, this is about right for this difficulty. And then center it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's centered there approximately. Get rid of the outside corners that you can't reach anyway. And then add the turns. Okay, so now I have 3 levels of difficulty. Great. Great. Okay. And then the script here, random add drone room, just 2 rooms per thing. I'll increase it up to like 10 later. But now this, the add drone difficulty. And then, do I have an add drone difficulty max right now? Okay, so I'm going to change this to 2. And then go back to the script and be like, if global.add drone difficulty no, so where's it going to increase is the question. I guess the number of rooms, so like here. I guess that requires another variable, unfortunately. Global.add drone progress max. The number of rooms you have to do in each difficulty, let's set it to 4. Let's see how that feels. And then global.add drone progress equals 0. Remember and then this is all for manage add drone difficulty and progression. Add drone progress. Okay, so this would go into here, or to go in the script. Maybe it'd go here. If global.add drone progress is less than or equal to global.add drone progress max. Less than, just less than. Then this increases. Else, global.add drone difficulty. Else, global.add drone progress gets reset, 0. And if global.add drone difficulty is less than global.add drone difficulty max, then this increases. And then this gets reset. Else, oh, else it just doesn't change, just stays at the max. Right? Now I could probably do all of this. No, just stay here. Yeah. All right, so I did 4. This is 5. See, this is basically a loop still, so that doesn't actually increase the difficulty at all. Oh, 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 oh. The difficulty increased. Why did it reset me? What? That was weird. That was way too many. What? Okay, let's change this. Let's lower this. So then that should have gone up to 1. Okay. Why did it move me back down in difficulty? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to do something a little silly. Where's my drone? Change it from an X to just string so I can just keep track of the difficulty really quick. So my difficulty is at 0. Difficulty is now at 1. Try that again. Hi, Tub, 3x. Commanding me to say hi. It's funny. Okay, so this should not be happening. This is back to a difficulty 0 room. So let's just open these up. Add drone difficulty 001122 plus can I just nothing like that? Okay, and then like and then what is going on, man? Oh, the system's not working. Dang it. Okay, let's fix this. This is why we test. This is why we prototype. All right, so let's start with this. Let's just get rid of all of this and restart. Right? Yeah. Let's just go simple first. If global dot add drone difficulty is less than global dot add drone difficulty max, then this is just for testing. Let's just make it so it increases in difficulty every time you complete a room. Now, okay. Okay, so let's test that one more time, but it seems to be working. All right, so now I'm on. Also, why is it only doing, you know what? I have random things. Randomize the seed so I'm not getting the same stuff. Hey. Load up a different room. Why isn't it loading up this? I think it's because it's returning a real number instead of an integer. It's never... Come on! Oh, man. All right. What's going on? Once again, only that room. Only that room is loading. First, I need just more testing. So let's increase this a lot. Let's do that. It's not changing. What the heck? There's something in here? No, the only place that's moving it. Okay. Var room equals random add room. Okay, let's just do this first. See what's going on. Execution error. Is it just not recognizing? It's really funny. I wonder what's going on. Let's get rid of that. Does not like something that I'm doing. I'm telling it specifically to open this room over here. Oh, it's room 0 I want to try. Oh, it's freaking out. It's freaking out. Did I like name this with an O or something? Ew, it does not like this room for some reason. doesn't like this opening this room. R advertise 20. What happens if I go here? My room is R advertise 20. Will it just crash? No? Figured that out. Okay. Now let's go to my room. Let's randomize it here. And let's just do this R advertise 00. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now let's go over here and change this back to I random range 0 and 1. Was it because I didn't have it as a string? Oh, you better randomize. Oh, come on. There we go. Just because flipping a coin is too difficult? Yeah. I was just unlucky, I guess. Everything was working. Okay. So now let's... Hold on. I need to check something. So it's on difficulty 1, right? So let's do this. If I go to find clients, it's on difficulty 1. Okay. Yeah, okay, so now, what did I do wrong? It must have been something over here. Okay, so now, back down to 30. Now, I go back to O control advertise. Now here, if global dot add drone progress is less than global dot add drone progress max, then I don't want to be able to sort of hop in over and over. I can have this reset every time you click the interface. I'll do that in a second. Actually, I'll do it right now so I don't forget. Equals 0. Then increase else. If it's at 4, reset equals 0 again. Global add drone difficulty max. Okay. All right. Let's try it. So that's One room. Okay, so this has us. That's difficulty 1. Oh, do I need to change the script or something? No? Ah, this system. Holy moly. I have add drone difficulty being increased. It was at 1. Do I need to like round it? Because it's doing like a weird float number? That's so confused. So confused. Okay. Difficulty's at 0. Difficulty's at 1, so I should be at the next. And oh yeah, now it gets me to the appropriate level. Because I was not seeing this room or this room. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I thought I had the system working. This is the difficulty. Let's change this back down to 0. It's not wanting. It could be just a memory issue. I wonder if it's like a memory issue because Okay, let's export the project and reload it. This is 14v1. Sometimes it can be a build issue. So let's clear out the build. Let's archive it. Okay, let's close out a game maker. Clear that memory also. Now, open this up again. Finding bugs, finding bugs. Okay, I'm gonna go into scripts and I'm going to make this again. Random range 0 to 1. Okay, and I'm going to run the game. This should be a fresh build of the game. See, now it's working. Even though it's not being as random as I would hope. So to really test this, let's Was it really just like a memory issue? Like a weird memory leak? Let's go to make this like 100 just for testing. And then let's make this progress like 6. So, okay, so it is giving me a random assortment. Okay. Okay, it's randomized. Oh, drums are out. Okay, so now it's all working. It was just like a memory issue. Something got corrupted in the build. That has to be it. Um, well, I already saw some things I want to change, just like to remember the principles that dictate these different levels. This is still basically a loop, so I need to have it be a loop that like loops down or up. So let's do that. All right, objects, advertising house. Should I put down more? Yeah, okay. Get rid of outside corners. Right. Okay, now we move all of this to be centered. There we go. And then at the corners, oh, yeah. So I still want it to be a loop, but it's a loop with turns. All the corners there. Good. And then a loop with one turn. So let's have this go turn this way. Yeah, a loop with one turn. So this would be, yeah. Rid of outside corners. At the turns. Now center. Approximate center. Okay, so it's a loop with turns, and then I wish I had a note. I could, maybe I'll put it in ideas just to keep track. Notes, create just a new note. Let's call this add drone difficulties. 0 means single loops. 1 loop, but it turns. And then 2 would be how would I describe this? Let's see, two would be, what would I call it? I would call it uh, uh, two, like two paths. Yeah. Then we can just keep adding notes as I keep adding stuff. Just want to get the system working. Okay. Now I want to test as I go in. I keep the same difficulty. So let's get up to difficulty. Okay, difficulty 1. If I go out, I go back in. Still difficulty 1. Oh, what's this? Huh? What's this? What's this? What's this? I think I know what's going on. So it's not here. It's specifically here. What? What's different in my design? Oh. That. But could be a turn. So I need to investigate that. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Gotta hash out these bugs. That's why I'm prototyping. So it's looking for a corner, right? But it should stop looking if it encounters a house. Or else I'll have bugs. So I need to adjust this movement code. So this is the code where it's looking for a corner. But I need to stop looking if it reaches a house. So can I add just another condition here? I think I can. I mean, it would look ugly, but I think I can do it. And another condition would be place meeting. Yeah, I can just do a place meeting, right? Place, no place meeting. Not place meeting x plus I, y, o, advertise house. Going to be a parent-child object issue, I can already tell. But I'll test it with this first. So where's the other X? It's down. It's left, right? And this is up. If I change this to place meeting, just move this. Oh, this is minus I. That means I need to go up here. Change this to minus I. And let's finally add this condition to down. This should be plus. And let's test this by adding a random corner there. And a random corner here. So let's get through this first. I need to reduce the amount of tries it takes to progress. Okay, so where was this? On that one, it's over here. It's letting me move through it. Oh, it's because this is house cleared. Damn it. Okay, so to test it, I knew this would be an issue with the parent-child object. I need a parent object for these guys. So let's just create one. Oh, advertise house par. Parent objects. Cleared. Parent. There we go. And then that's what I should be checking for. There we go. That's not, no issues there. Then I'll change this to advertise house par. Okay. Try it now. Oh, yeah. Let's clear out the number of times it takes to. So progress, change it from 6 to like 4. Might need to change it down to 3. Okay, so I fixed that issue. Yeah, I fixed it. Yay. Let me add some comments here. Difficulty. R advertise number. Whatever I have as the most. Progress, change it to 3. Have to clear 4 rooms, 4 neighborhoods before advancing in difficulty. I think it's working. I think it's working. I think it's working. So I think I can change back to my original sprite and get rid of those tests. Yeah, let's do that. So let's close this and let's open this and get rid of these unnecessary turns. And let's go back to our drone and give it back its imagery. Yeah, there we go. I also want it to pause for a moment before it lets you, before it moves, so you can just see that all the places are cleared. Just a moment, just like a few frames. So this instruction also needs to be changed because there's no on-off. Yeah, I don't think I need that at all. HUDs, HUD, advertise, create. Yeah, I don't need that at all. And what else was I doing? See, I'm getting hungry, so I should probably stop streaming so I can eat and focus. But this is working. I want these to be like, nah, I like it. It teaches players to just keep track of like that one random house they have to pass by. Oh yeah, I wanted to like pause for a brief moment so you could see that everything got cleared. But I also, yeah, I can do that. I think I can do that pretty easy. Let's open up control, advertise, step. So canceling, spawn delivery drone, check if all homes are cleared. This is where the timer has to be. So let's add a timer really quick. The next room timer, max, equals, to test it, let's make it a full half second. Next, oh, it could just be, yeah, just be next room timer. Easy enough. And we can go over here. If next room timer is greater than 0, next room timer minus minus, else do all this. I just need to add a thing here that makes it so you can't control the drone with advertise drone. Where's our advertise drone? Advertise with advertise drone. Oh, I can just destroy it. Instance destroy advertise drone. Instance destroy advertise drone. Will that look goofy? I don't think it'll look goofy. Let's see. Let's see. I want it a little faster, but yeah, it's working. So let's change it from 29. There we go. Maybe not like 10 frames total. I'm also concerned that these two symbols are visually too similar to each other. So let's do that really quick before I eat lunch. House cleared. I like them. I mean, this could be, I don't know, an H meaning a home. Is that enough? That is very visually distinct. Yeah, it's very visually distinct. And what's this pause feeling like? Is this pause feeling good? I want it even just a tiny bit faster. Can I get away with this being this fast? Just a few frames just to tell you that you've completed it. It's too fast. I think that's as fast as I'm going to be able to get away with, I think. I think it'd also be kind of visually interesting if you left like a little bit of a trail. I think that just be interesting to me visually. Oh, no moves remaining. And then I should have this, if no moves are remaining, then it should clear out. So you're not still looking at it, wondering why it's not moving. So if that's the case, plus, is there ever a case where yeah. Weird. Region clear everything if no more moves are available. And region, and you could just say if global dot add drone moves is 0, then instance destroy o advertise drone with o advertise drone instance destroy. This makes it so if we'll only run the code if it exists with o advertise house par instance destroy. Why can it not be captured in this context? With O advertise house par. Instance destroy. Hmm? You can't use with parent objects? Okay, how about just O advertise house instance destroy and also house cleared instance destroy. So to test this, let's reduce the number of moves. Oh. 50. Yeah, I like it. And I actually don't even need the select choice. On the HUD. All right, I need to wrap up here because I need to eat lunch. So I think I'm going to open up this HUD so I don't forget what I'm doing. And get rid of action. And I think I'm going to be done streaming. Thanks for joining. I got to get some lunch. Have a good one.